Here are a few things that you can take note of. I know my videos always talk about, it's gonna always be about me, but here are some things that you can pay attention to and pinpoint when your person is has some type of mood disorder. I can't diagnose people, but for me, this is what she got from me. There was never a lot of holding, never a lot of holding hands. I felt uncomfortable holding hands. Didn't hold hands whenever I went to church. Didn't want to hug, even in bed at night. Didn't want to cuddle, like, oh, come here, babe, none of that. Wasn't kissing on her forehead. I was the type of dude that, I was the type of dude that starved women. The skin is the biggest organ. And so I wasn't a touchy type of dude because I was always thinking about the next person, the next woman, right? The next thing, the next shiny object. And I didn't want to spend time exploring her. The only time people like me, NPD and mood disorder, the only time they're going to explore deep connection with you is in the love bombing phases. After that, you have to take note that, oh wow, Leon doesn't touch me as much anymore. Oh man, Leona, whatever you call her, she just seems detached and bothered and agitated all the time. So when they love bomb you with the sexual part, the touching, it's going to feel really, really good. It's going to feel intense, but it's not going to last because they don't go into the relationship planning to touch you for a very long time. It's going to be short, right? Just enough to get you turned on. That's just enough to get you to liking them and being into them. People like me that have NPD or some traits of narcissism or mood disorder, they don't like to plan a relationship. They don't like to plan trips. They don't have to plan further out because that means we have to stay committed a little longer. Well, Leon, in 3 months, it's going to be summertime. Let's plan to go to Cancun. I was like, Cancun, I don't know if I can do anything, but they don't like to plan. There's no closeness. There's no unity. There's no working together as a cohesive unit, right? They don't like to be smothered. They'll talk about, they'll push you away when it comes time to hugging and holding hands and being and caressing. They don't like to caress. They don't like to hold. They don't like to be smothered because they're not used to the love and the attention and the affection. They will always seem disconnected in conversation and being around them. They'll seem aloof. They'll wandering off. Their mind will be wandering off all the time. This was me all the time. Wandering off like, what am I going to do? When am I going to let her know that I'm not into her anymore? When am I going to let her know that I'm going to ghost her? Narcissistic people with mood disorder or people narcissists don't say, straight up, this is what I'm going to do. They don't have the courage to let you know in front of you. They lack passion, even in sex. After the first few times that they conquered you and they know that you're into them, the passion is going to be gone. It's going to go away. They're going to be like an empty person. You'll know it. You'll feel it because they'll feel cold around you. They'll feel clammy. They won't be as connected. They won't be touching you all the time like they used to. So it's like, especially with sex, they won't be as passionate. It won't. And you'll feel it. You'll notice it. And the first time you go, that don't seem right. But that first time they do it, after that, it's guaranteed to be different. Guaranteed. So keep in mind, those are things that you need to pay attention to when they're starting to detach. They become emotionally detached. They are trying to move away. They are going to move away. And one time this lady told me, she said, Leon, you got a double mind. I'm like, oh, I was mad. I didn't even know what double mind was until I looked it up. Unstable. So some of you are dealing with a person with a double mind and very unstable in all of their ways. And that was me. I got pissed about it. There's nothing I could do. She was right. But she did the right thing by leaving me alone. So keep in mind, those are things that you need to look for when they're starting to disconnect and they're starting to move away and they're starting to break up, or they're going to ghost or discard you. They'll never tell you. They'll show you.